Drivers eating donuts. Corey LaJoie. What's up, man? Good to meet you.
Yeah, you too, buddy. I've been a fan of your work. I just told you off camera that I was watching your Chris Collinsworth, Nick Saban video earlier, and that stuff's A1 content.
A1 content?
Yeah.
Thanks. I need you to pump that out there for some more people because, get the trolls off of me. If Corey LaJoie likes it, then maybe...
I can appreciate some good impersonations. I can do like a pretty good Joey Logano impression. I can't do it on the spot though. You know what I mean? You got to be in the mood for it.
That's tough. See, that's the thing is, somebody who does impressions, everybody's always just like, "Oh, will you do that?" I'm like, "Yeah," and they're like, "Well, will you do it?"
No.
And I'm like, "For free? Like,
No.
what is this?"
No.
So
Time
I feel
is
you
money.
there. Yeah, I feel you there absolutely. So you're the first NASCAR driver that I've done one of these segments with.
Okay.
So thank you.
What an honor.
Yeah,
I guess technically I was the first NASCAR driver to do a pizza review too. So I have taken the cake with donuts and pizza in Barstool. So
you a big donut guy?
no.
Oh,
You don't look this good by eating Hostess donuts, but
You do look good, man. You got a nice, broad set of shoulders and everything there.
Hang on.
So yeah, you don't want to look at that because
3
that's
donuts.
not going to do anything.
Actually,
for you.
it's not as bad as I thought it was.
Okay. Well, I've already
8.
had 3.
Okay,
So,
so you're dialed in.
So-
1 serving size.
I've already had 280 calories, but
Yeah.
I don't have to get into a car and drive around.
Well,
so
shall we
have
start?
it? Yeah, have a little bit.
Do
There
you
you
ask
go.
me questions?
Are you more of a powdered or a
I'm a powder guy.
powder guy?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like the snap. You know what I mean?
The
When you take
chocolate
the, you won't be able to hear it, but when you take the bite out of like a nice fresh one,
Kind of crunchy.
a little bit of crunch right
Yeah.
there. You know what I mean? Plus with the powder, get all over your lips. You look like the Chappelle Show guy. You know?
Yeah.
I smoke rocks guy.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? Clayton?
No, it's not Bigsby. It's
not
Tyrone. Tyrone?
Tyrone Biggums?
Tyrone Biggums.
Yeah.
There it is. Nice. Big Chappelle guy?
Yeah.
You watch his latest Netflix special?
I have. Big Chappelle guy.
What'd you think?
I mean, I'm a fan of anything Chappelle does.
Yeah.
Love it.
You watching Squid Game?
Have not watched Squid Game yet. It's hard for me to get over the mouth moving not matching the subtitles.
I get it, but you have
Now, the Parasite, what was it? Was that the Parasite? The
all
Korean?
the Oscars.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, like, is it as good as that? It's
I've
obviously
never
different.
seen it. Never
So
seen
good.
Parasite.
Okay. Should I watch Squid Game?
I think you should. And it's just Squid Game.
Okay. Just
You're
one
saying
game.
Squid Games.
Okay, it's one game.
You're mommifying it.
I know.
You're saying like Kroger's
I
or
don't
like
know.
Targets.
Right.
Did your
Yeah.
mom or does your wife do that now? Like they hit a certain stage where they're like, I'm gonna go to Targets. I'll be back.
No, my wife's way smarter than I am, so I'll be the one mommifying.
Okay, got it. Yeah, my wife was doing it the other day, so it's no big deal.
You got any kids yet?
No,
That
got
you
a
know
dog.
of? Yeah.
Yeah, I got a big chocolate lab.
Just wait.
Are you one? Is it
We got 1.5 year old. 1.5 year old.
1.5 year old?
Yeah.
So you're about to hit the terrible twos, my man.
I know. He's there now.
Oh, okay.
It's a blast. It's great.
Do you have to, put him down to bed and everything? Is
Oh,
that
yeah,
your
dude,
job?
I'll do
Is
it.
that your?
No, I mean, you get to the point where you want to do it.
Would you read him a bedtime story?
I do.
You don't watch
Little Nut Brown Hair. That's the story he reads.
Little Nut Brown Hair?
Yeah.
What's
That's actually it's called Guess How Much I Love You.
so? Who is Little Nut Brown Hair though?
He's the main character in the book.
Okay.
You'll know this stuff.
Usually you start with the title and then talk about the main character,
I know,
but
that's
you
fair.
went with the main character.
I jumped the first.
What hat is that? That is a nice hat.
What is this? Oh, that's the Kannapolis Cannonballers, man. Local minor league town. Or baseball team in town.
That is killer. You look like a baseball player.
It's the lettuce, isn't it?
Did you play baseball?
I did. Until
Were you-
high school.
Were you any good?
If I was any good, I wouldn't be driving race cars for a living.
Well, I mean, you
I
could
was
be good.
okay.
You're okay.
I was enough to go like D2 and flame out and make 20 grand a year for 4 years and relive the glory days.
Yeah.
That's how good at baseball I
All
was.
right. That's
You
pretty
know?
solid. But you got that look going.
Well, I'll tell you what made me realize I didn't have what it take at baseball. Corey Seager, shortstop for the Dodgers.
He is very good.
He's very good. He was 2 years younger than me. I realized I did not have what he had. If he's a 5-tooler, I was a 1-tooler.
Wait, so you guys went to the same school?
Yeah, same high school. Well,
What?
Corey Seager, his older brother, was a senior when I was
Kyle,
sophomore.
right?
Kyle, yeah,
Yeah.
just retired. I think he's retiring from the Mariners. Played third base. He has 40 gold gloves.
Yeah.
I knew I didn't have what Kyle had, and I damn sure didn't have what Corey had.
Yeah.
So yeah, that kind of made my decision to be a race car driver.
Well, Corey doesn't have what you have behind the wheel,
Fair enough.
right?
Yeah.
So it's fair game. Now, you just got rid of your mustache.
Well,
Your facial hair, the whole thing.
I had a beard, and we have a race, like a scheme coming up. It's a throwback to a Burt Reynolds movie, Stroker Ace. It's an old race movie in like early 80s. And he had a mustache. So we recreated some scenes from that yesterday. And
Nice.
I peeled a sweet mustache on, but it came off quick.
Okay.
I look like a 1983 race car driver or like a 2021 pedophile. One
Okay.
of the two. I couldn't figure out which one it was.
So it's kind of okay. Got it. So it's like some Jeffrey Dahmer, like Ted Bundy.
It was
type
a little
stuff.
bit, it was one of those they wouldn't let me within 3 mile radius of a school.
Okay, which is not beneficial, like a park. It's not beneficial because you have a
Couldn't-
1.5-year-old.
Yeah, couldn't stop at a park.
Okay, yeah, that's that.
People would ask questions.
Now, my friend, our mutual friend, Connor Daly,
Yeah.
IndyCar driver.
Yeah.
How'd you guys meet?
Good question. I don't even know where I rubbed elbows with Connor Daly the first time.
He's
but
kind of everywhere.
He is.
Probably at like a house music festival or something.
I'm not a house music guy.
Connor is.
It might have been from like a trade show or something. Like we enjoy. I mean,
Trading like cars.
no, it's like all the vendors in racing that make certain products. Like they all go to a show, right? It's kind of like Comic-Con for
Like
racing.
a convention.
Yeah.
Okay.
So and that's in Indy, right? He lives in Indy, so I'm
Yes.
sure we went out and we're drinking beers at the same place. And struck up a friendship.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's about how a lot of his friendships, I think happen.
Connor Daly, we were talking about it dinner the other night. Connor Daly and I, his career in IndyCar is like the same as mine in NASCAR. Like, grinded, drove for some mediocre teams, and now we're starting to get a little traction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He led most laps of the Indy 500 this year.
I know.
He probably should have won if a tire didn't come out of the sky. And
And hit him in the front, in the wing. Yeah,
you watched Indy 500?
I do. Yeah, so the May race here is always the same week as the Indy 500, so they have it on the big screen down the backstretch. So I'll
Nice.
get here a little bit early, post up, watch all my buddies run the Indy 500.
Yeah.
I've never been, though.
Yeah, it's kind of, I mean, rightfully so, you're pretty busy that weekend, but we got to try to get you out there.
Well,
Would you ever drive an Indy
I
car?
don't know, man. I would love to. I mean, I think I would need, after seeing Jimmy Johnson's tenure in IndyCar, I would be a little bit hesitant because Jimmy Johnson is a badass race car driver,
Yep.
and he has not looked as such in IndyCar.
I mean, you got to give him credit a little bit. You got to be fair,
Oh, he hasn't
just
done it.
coming in, he hadn't done it.
Oh, yeah,
A lot of these times you
It's
only get
hard.
one practice session maybe,
for sure. Yeah, so, I mean, his teammate Alex Palou won the championship, and he had a lot of test sessions, and he didn't pick it up as quickly as I anticipated him to. So it must be super duper hard if a 7-time NASCAR champ can't get in there and keep up.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. That's a good point.
I mean, he was, in my opinion, the greatest NASCAR driver of all time.
Better than Dale Earnhardt.
Better than Dale Earnhardt.
Is that kind of the consensus? Is Dale Earnhardt or Jimmy Johnson in the NASCAR world? I'm new here, so I'm trying to.
Yeah, you can't
give me a
really
little-
judge eras, right? It's kind of like comparing Shohei Ohtani to Babe Ruth. You can't do it.
Big baseball guy. Bringing out the,
those guys are, Shohei's
Giants, but
unbelievable.
it's just tough that he plays for a team that's like in fourth place, and it's
Yeah.
So you can put up all stats that he wants, but you're not playing in
Recognized.
October. Who really gives a rip?
That's right. I don't know.
So
But that's why you can't compare,
okay.
those guys, Mickey or any of that. Like, you just can't compare eras because competition's different, not easier or harder. It's just different.
Who's your favorite baseball team?
I root for more players than I do.
Got those relationships.
Yeah,
and
a
stuff.
couple of them, not many. I'm an LA fan because of Corey
Seager,
Seager, right?
yeah.
The Mariners, and I got a couple other buddies playing farm ball. So,
Okay.
but yeah, I'm cheering for the Dodgers if I'm picking a team. And the Yankees were kind of like that team when you were growing up watching on TV.
So you're a bandwagon.
I was every kid growing up's a bandwagon, whichever one's winning. But now I realize that the Yankees aren't on the same playing field as everybody else, and they just spend more than everybody else. I don't pull for them as much.
The Dodgers do that too, though,
Yeah, but it's different. It's LA
because of the glitz and the glamour.
They get taxed more,
Nice.
so it offsets.
Okay, I got you.
You gotta get paid more.
Connor was talking about. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, all good. She got some fancy shoes on. Those are wild.
Katie has all the gooses.
Yeah. Connor was talking about. You said you're doing a little sober October.
I am. He was mind blown.
He was mind blown when he told me about it.
Yeah, he's like, what is this?
Yeah.
Do you know have you heard of Sober October?
Yeah, I heard Sober October, no
Dry
shave
January.
November, dry January. What's going on? You just trying to slim down even more? What?
Well, my 30th birthday was September 25th.
Happy late birthday, by the way.
Appreciate
In
that.
my research, I was.
So-
we got married on September 21st, so kind of
Congratulations. I mean,
Close.
your anniversary is almost my birthday.
close.
We share that.
Yes,
I feel it.
4 days apart.
So, we had a big birthday party for my dad's 60th, my 30th, and then it was like 12 days straight, besides race days, of like having some sort of bourbon or something.
Yep.
And I'm like, you know what? I just need to like stop for a month. Let's hit the reset button. And I think of 8 days in, and I feel like $1 million. I'll be honest.
And it works out perfectly because it's a catchy name and it rhymes. Sober October.
And it's kind of trendy.
Yeah, I mean like.
Now October's a terrible month not to drink though.
Really, all the months are pretty bad.
That's fair to say.
I mean, if you really go through all of them,
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Connor was mind blown. He said, I don't know if I've had a month where I haven't drinking one day in it. So.
Yeah, no, I know. That's what when he was telling me about that, I was like, "What? You never heard of this? You never even tried it?" He's just like, "Absolutely not." So,
Well, I think we're 8 days or 9 days in, and it seemed to it's flying by.
Okay.
We'll see. Talk to me in like week 3.
you know what I did last year?
What'd
I
you do?
did No Fun November, similar to Sober October, but on top of not having any booze,
Yeah.
cut out all sodas, cut out a lot of the sugars,
Yeah.
no fried foods.
Yeah. That sounds awful.
It was no fun. It was exactly what it was meant
Now
to be.
you probably felt great.
Felt great.
Yeah.
I slimmed down. I looked
Yeah.
better.
Yeah.
People online stopped calling me fat.
Yeah, brain worked a little bit better.
I don't know about that.
That's
You know, I'm kind of like the Drake and Josh theory, where sometimes people thrive on like junk food. You know what I mean?
I don't
Like
think that's a thing.
And like a soda. So it's like sometimes I work better when I have like a fountain Coke
No, that's not how it works.
because my mind is psyched out. Even though physically it's not working, my mind is psyched out because I'm happy that I have that.
How does your brain work on 12 donuts?
I mean, the month of May, that was my diet in Indy. I had donuts with like 8 IndyCar drivers, took them to media day. So I think it's getting to the point where I'm conditioned to literally just be sharp when I'm having donuts, because while I'm having donuts, I have to be quick. I have to talk to people like you. I got to respond. I got to have a little, gift of gab every now and then.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like Pavlov's dogs, where when I'm eating donuts, my mind is really wired up.
Who is the best guy you've had? Who's the best driver you've had with donuts?
In terms of performance
No.
or in terms of
Conversation.
personality?
Yeah.
You're up there, my man.
Don't tell me that.
Why?
You're biased. You're talking to me right now.
No, I'm serious.
You tell
I will tell
everybody.
you. I mean, it's like, one thing I love about drivers, and I think this is a really underrated part, that, everybody, all kids, everybody loves, NBA players and NFL players and everything like that. But I've been lucky enough to talk to a lot of those guys too. And it's kind of like talking to a freaking,
They're not very
brick
personable.
wall.
They're not very personable.
Every driver that I talk to, let's have some donuts.
Yeah.
Let's cut it up. Let's
Yeah.
have some fun. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? You guys are all down. You're the first NASCAR guy that I've talked to, like I said. So maybe it's not all like
Hopefully the
that.
bar's set low for you.
But right now, off the top of my head, Renus VK was interesting. I mean, James Hinchcliffe,
Yeah.
the IndyCar driver?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's just like,
He about died.
he did.
Did he win Dancing with the Stars?
Came in second.
Ah.
Elio Castroneves won
Won.
Dancing with the Stars. But Hinch is just like, he's the most
a
personable guy
Well, he's
ever.
Canadian. He's kind of like Ryan Reynolds.
He's got to be nice.
It's got to be nice.
He's literally, he's never said a bad thing.
And if he did, he'd apologize for it.
Absolutely. Like, he doesn't say a bad thing about anybody, about anything. So you and Hinch, I'd say, are up there. But, my least favorite was Rossi, because Rossi's just a dick. I don't know if you've ever talked to him or
I
not.
haven't. We had the same birthday, the exact same day.
No shit.
September 25th, 1991.
Wow.
Yeah.
30. How's that feel? Is that weird? You feeling old? Now you're 30. You're a dad.
Yeah, Dad. Like, it's weird, man. Like a chapter of life.
Yeah.
Flipping.
Has it been an adjustment? Are your knees aching? What's going on?
Yeah, my knees feel like they're 45.
Okay.
Body feels like it's 60. But my mind feels like it's 20.
That's all that matters.
Yes. So,
Got the sharp mind, then you're good.
I think this stuff keeps you young because you sit here and cook every single weekend in a 140-degree car.
Yeah.
So it cooks the old out of you.
Did anybody ever tell you, growing up, you make money with this, not with these.
Uh-huh.
But you do make money with these because you turn.
Both. It takes both.
Yeah.
And I think people don't realize how much of this it takes to drive a car. I mean, there's not like if you talk to, a lot of if you do some more donuts with some of these guys, you'll understand. Like, not many of them are dumb guys. Like a lot of them are pretty smart. I mean, you talk to the Brad Keselowskis, Joey Logano. I mean, everybody has a pretty high IQ to like take all the variables and stimulation you're getting and like piece it all together and drive a 3600 chunk of steel as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm. Do you think? Where do you stand on Talladega Nights?
The older I get, the more I appreciate it. It's great.
Really?
Oh, I love it.
I was like a little concerned that you're going to be like, guy kind of gave some bad rap. Everybody all they want to talk about is just Ricky Bobby and Talladega Nights.
No, now I watch it back. I watched it back with my wife probably about a month ago, and like we're pointing out all the stereotypes. Like, oh, I know whose wife that is. I know who that guy is. Like, you could just like pinpoint you could like pin the tail on the donkey of like people characters in that movie.
Okay.
I love Talladega Nights. Now, it's hard to beat Days of Thunder. I mean, that thing just gets the blood pumping. When's the last time you've seen Days of Thunder? Or have you ever?
Never seen it. Never.
I don't know if we can be friends anymore.
Okay. Well, I'm just glad that you said that we were friends, so we had about a 10-minute period where we were friends.
We were working on it, but no, take that back.
Who's in Days of Thunder?
Tom Cruise.
I don't really like Tom Cruise.
This is like pre-Scientology days.
Pre-jumping on the couch with Oprah?
Yes.
Okay.
Way before. It's 1990, 91.
What about Top Gun? You into Top Gun?
So Top Gun is the exact same plot line as Days of Thunder.
Really?
Just swap out fighter pilots with race cars. Literally the exact same thing. Do you like Top Gun?
No, I think it's overrated.
All right, so then you'll love Days of Thunder.
All right,
because
perfect.
it's really not the same thing at all.
Okay.
It is actually the same thing.
You kind of look like Tom Cruise's taller brother.
His stunt driver?
Yeah. Like, you could pull that off, I think. You're much taller than him, but what are you, 6'1", 6'2"?
I don't have a tooth that's straight up in the middle. Have you noticed that?
You got a straight up tooth?
Straight in the middle.
Does he?
Yeah.
He's got that big ass. Have you seen that in that Valkyrie movie or whatever?
I've never seen his ass, nor do I care to
No,
look.
that one scene where he's like, he's literally like getting up off the ground and it's just like a lump of a...
No.
Dude, I got to show you. You've seen this before.
No, pull it up.
Okay. I
haven't
know you
seen it.
have. It's that war movie that he was in.
Dude,
one of the 10 of them.
As soon as somebody told me about Tom Cruise's tooth being straight in the center, I can't not look at it now.
Dude, look.
Dude, he's thick.
I mean,
that can't be his. That's got to be implants.
Oh
That's
my
like Nicki
God, he
Minaj's
does have a
butt.
tooth in the middle.
Yeah, dude, you can't not see it. Right, straight in the middle. It's weird.
They're off-centered this way.
Yeah.
His front right tooth
Is dead center. It's bizarre.
Interesting.
Now you won't be able to look at Tom Cruise the same ever again.
And now you won't be able to not think about his ass because of what I just showed you.
Fair enough.
I got to ask you about your helmet on 4th of July.
Oh, no.
Very cool.
Okay.
For those who haven't seen.
So the race was on July 4th.
Yep.
So I wanted to do a American helmet.
Uh-huh.
We did a Mount Rushmore in the back of some of my favorite, in my opinion, the most American people. Tim Tebow, Joe Rogan,
Yep.
Abraham Lincoln.
Huh?
Who's the other one?
Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt. Yeah, it was Dale Sr.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know how you can put together a more American list.
So that's your Mount Rushmore.
That's
Of
mine.
presidents.
It might not be yours.
Everybody's got a different
Everybody's
Mount
got
Rushmore.
a different, for sure. You know, and it was kind of hard to. I mean, some people said should put Jesus on there. I didn't want to put Jesus humanized onto Mount Rushmore, but I felt like the next closest thing was Tim Tebow.
Yeah. Are you a Gators fan?
No, I'm just a Tebow fan.
You just like Tebow a lot?
Yeah, I like Tebow a lot.
Okay. What about Urban Meyer? Big Urban Meyer guy?
He's had a tough week.
Tough week for Urban. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see what Tim said about it?
No.
He was basically like crying on first take.
Was he?
He was very emotional.
He was probably. He wasn't mad. He was probably just disappointed.
That's exactly what he said. Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, it was just a bad week for him overall.
Yeah,
but I
but-
didn't know. I saw Tebow and I was like, Southern guy probably. I didn't know if you were a Gators fan or you're just a big Tebow guy.
He's a big Tebow guy. I like how he's outspoken about what he believes in.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Do you
that.
think he didn't get a fair shot with the Jaguars?
No, I mean, I'm saying he's a great player. I don't think that he is an NFL franchise quarterback per se, but I like the heart that he plays with.
Heart. That's what it's all
He's
about.
got heart. Last
Yeah.
one. Let's cheers these things.
Cheers it. Now I'm starting to get a little shaky.
Me too. Me too. I'm about to keel over with a sugar rush here. What do you think we've had, about 7 apiece here?
I think Carlo probably laid out, about 15 of them.
Sweet. Yeah.
This is perfect for you getting ready to race tomorrow. I mean, this is exactly what
I
you're...
need to text Connor if I can get his insulin shot right now, because I'm struggling.
Next year, you do the kickball charity event every year?
That was the first one 2 days ago, but we will do it.
Do it again next year?
Yeah.
You have my number. You have my information now.
I'll get your information. Can you kick?
I'm a pretty good kickball player.
Are you?
When I
I
played...
don't know, man. If there was 300 players at the race or at the game the other day, 280 thought that they were grade A caliber kickball players, and there was only about 7 of them that were actually good.
I heard that people take it very seriously.
You wouldn't imagine. Now, I was one of those people that take it very seriously. We actually won the whole tournament.
A little inside job there? A little home cooking?
I'm not going to say that we had the stiffest pool,
Yeah.
per se, because I'd be lying to you.
Sure.
And we had a little bit of home field advantage, but we did beat the championship game. Had a team with Jonathan Stewart, used to be running back for the Panthers, as well as Kurt Coleman was the safety for the Panthers.
Yeah.
And he truck sticked my brother on first base, so we played with a little bit of little line mentality for him.
I love it. That's Connor said that Wizards player tore his hamstring.
Trevor Booker played for Clemson. He was out there first inning. I just don't think anybody sprints.
Right.
You kick a ground ball and you're trying to beat it to first base. Next thing you know, your hamstrings popped out like compound fracture. That's what happened. Not a good look.
Just some light, fun, charity kickball going on. You may have a compound fracture. You may not.
Well, I did a Twitter poll. I said, were you or a loved one injured at the kickball classic? It was yes, but I'll walk it off. Yes, and now I'm crippled.
One? Which one?
I was yes, but I'll walk it off. No, it was like 45-55.
Okay.
It was close. I think the yes, but I'm crippled. Hopefully they get healed up by next year, because we're going to do it again.
Well, now I absolutely can't wait to hopefully be a part of it.
You better start stretching the hammies now, because those things.
Dude, I was at a disco party last night, and I woke up this morning, and my hamstrings feel like they're about to rip off.
Okay.
And I danced for 15 minutes.
You better start doing some leg raisers or something.
Yeah.
Maybe some squats.
It's not looking good. Corey, thanks for the time, man. This was a great introduction for me into NASCAR, and man, I'm looking forward to the kickball tournament next year, bro.
Thanks, dog.
Awesome.
Donuts with drivers.